All right. Let's start from your answer for the governance side. How governance works and is it on chain?
Yeah. So how governance works right now is part of the features such as voting or airdrops. They're all like on chain, right? Crypto native way. It's almost like using Snapshot. Depends on how many NFTs or what kind of NFTs you hold or tokens.
Hello? You dropped again.
Hello? Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah. You dropped again. I don't see your picture.
Oh, let me disconnect, come back.
Mm-hmm.
Better this time?
Yeah, I don't see the video. Okay,
Uh, do you see it now?
perfect. Yes.
Oh, you see it now.
Yes, now it's perfect.
Oh, okay. All right. You wanna do it again?
Yeah, yes, please. Last take on the governance.
All right. But just go ahead
So yeah,
and
how does governance work and is it on chain?
yeah. So basically, part of the features that are on chains, such as voting, and airdrops, and voting is that because everyone uses it to sign in, um, we know like what kind of NFTs or what kind of tokens they hold, quantity of it. So different people can have different voting powers, right? It's similar to using Snapshot. And for airdrops, it essentially just airdropping straight to the address. So that part is still on chain. But for the other parts, since for example our messaging stacks, those are moving slowly on chain to decentralized fashion. Now we're just trying to iterate the product faster, so we haven't taken it on chain yet. But that's definitely one of the roadmap as well.
And from what I understand, you're building the chat, you're building the governance layer, you're missing the treasury management. How does are there plans to even tackle that requirement or the community need?
Yeah. So for treasury management, I think what we currently can support is like if you want to gain community's opinion, right, using votings or doing announcement on like how should this treasury be used. So that part we do support it, but we currently do not like support the transaction based treasury management, right? So we want to slowly roll it out and add more security assurance to the people who use it, and then maybe we can add that on later.
Like we've been talking about blockchain, and you won the Solana hackathon. You bring up a lot of DAO tooling that comes from Ethereum, and from what I've read on your documentation, you are going multi-chain. You
Yes.
are going to be uh, completely neutral on the chain. I see all the fast, let's say, cheap, low transaction fee chains on the roadmap. Tell me a little bit about that, and are you going to also support like all these functionalities for all these other blockchains that you've listed, and which are those blockchains you're planning on building on?
Yeah, so I think what we built like is something that is suitable for any blockchains, right? It's just certainly like everyone who has the need. So we do not like certainly like block any chain, right? So we do support like Solana, Ethereum, and Polygon right now, and we are going to support more chains such as Aptos, right? And adding more of those who have like very um, active NFT communities. So Solana, I think, is a great chain since it has like a very fast transactional speed and low gas fee. So it internally makes a lot of sense for NFTs that are not only just purely for selling. It's also like for those that are used as like badges or certain credentials. So we do see many people in Solana use the app, right, using their NFT communities. But at the same time, they hold like different assets, right? Like they hold Ethereum NFTs or Polygon NFTs. So essentially, we can bind all of their wallets into one account. So you do not have to like use like, oh, Solana I have an account and Ethereum another account, right? Because you want to have one social identity. It's easier for you to manage. So we can bind everything together and pretty easy for you to use.
And who is the competition in the space you're operating? Are you going against Discord? Are you going against the Discord bots that create NFT gates? Are you going
Mhm.
against like any of those Ethereum DAO tooling that you mentioned?
Yeah. Well, first of all, like I don't see like a lot of them just as like direct competitors because I think what we trying to build is essentially for the communities, right? And we are not like it's not like a winner takes all market, right? I think it all depends on what the users actually want and actually prefer and which one provides more value to them, right? So like Discord, of course, is like it's a platform that 99% of people use right now, right? It's kind of impossible for us to say that, oh, we're competing with Discord and we want to migrate every Discord user to our platform, right? I think that's pretty unrealistic right now, right? I think what we have is more like a supplementary social app, right? So for a lot of the communities that we have seen that a lot of the holders themselves, they started to create their own Twitter group chats or Telegram group chats or even their own Discord servers, right? And a lot of these information and connection are pretty silos because they all depends on like, oh, we build this relationship or this connection on Discord. We stay a lot of time there, but for people who newly enter the project, they do not know like these subderivative community exist, right? So essentially, like if we can be the hub for every community members and not only the project owners, right? Also like those who are very heavily involved, right? Even the subderivative artists, right? So they can all be on our platform. So we can become like a supplementary platform for those holders in specific. So that's what we have in mind right now.
Is there any policing that you need to do since you're going to be operating like a chat in a way where anybody can create a community? Are there terms and conditions that communities or whoever is interacting with the platform needs to follow? Like, is there a way where someone can be deplatformed? Can you intervene and say, "Hey, you cannot use this application anymore"?
Yeah. So essentially, um, for those projects, when the project moderator or product owner come on board, we will give them the admin role, right? Because we are not, we do have that system that like you can report certain content, right? That is like say harassment or it's like false content. We do have mechanism to prevent that happening. But in terms of the community management and like how many channels to create, like which ones to be monitored, like those will have give the full control to whoever owns the project, right? And so we do not like intervene into their communities um, unless there is certain contents that is reported to the platform, well, we'll take action from there.
I see. And how is your strategy to populate and get people on the platform? Are you trying to bring existing Web3 users and existing communities on board on those blockchains, or you're also trying to bring Web2 communities, educate them, and increase the pie for everyone?
Yes, that's a very good question. So definitely one of our main goal is what you said in the second part is to onboard more Web2 communities into this Web3 world, right? Because I think a lot of people have some misconception about NFTs, right? Because like people losing money or how the market fluctuate. So a lot of people just treat it as a trading asset. But what we think is that NFT itself is technology that really add value to the human life, right? It supports that on-chain credential authentication, verification, like all those features, right? So we can definitely see more like utility-driven NFTs, right? For example, you see like Porsche 911 release their own NFT, and some of the real-world organizations start to release their NFTs and adding more utilities around it. So we are trying to kind of support those who are indeed having have a goal of releasing their NFTs but have not done it yet. So in the future, we'll have that feature of helping to mint your NFTs, and then we can help you to manage your community as well in the platform, all integrated.
Wow, yeah, those are tools that will be required in order to bring. Also, you're gonna have to invest in education of users and yeah, and the education of the responsibility of holding the keys of their social identity. Uh, uh, uh,
Yeah, yeah.
so it's going to be exciting. From all these beautiful things that you told me that you are planning on building, which ones are at the moment being built? Which ones are you most excited about?
Yeah. So if you visit our website, chataverse.io, our app is currently in beta, available to download on TestFlight. So what we have built it out is we have the profiles, which I mentioned that you can connect multiple wallets and display your NFTs from different chains. And then we have the spaces, right? It's like for each NFT, you have the space. Underneath it, we do support group chats, and we have a feed. It's almost like Twitter feed, but just for your community only, right? So we have that, and we can also support DM. So these are some basic features that we support currently in the beta. And what we are trying to add in more, that will be governance, as well as some like hidden features that's pretty unique, and we'll reveal it once it's done.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Do you have any communities that are already testing or already onboarded on
Mhm.
any of the chains that you're already active? How do the numbers look? How many users? How many testers? How many communities? Or
Mhm.
is it too early?
Yeah, we are still quite early. We were doing a lot of private user interviews, like one-on-one interviews, and we have this NFT collection called Chataverse Alpha Access Cap. So basically, people who have this NFT can access to our Alpha Access space and start to test our product. And the way we send these out are more like one-on-one, right? If I know that you can make some contribution or help out the platform, I will airdrop an NFT to you. So those are more like manual onboarding process. So we have sent out around 120 of those NFTs as of now. So we haven't reached that scale of the users. So it's more like a private app for now. So we iterate it, and in a week or two, we'll release on App Store and put it out for the public.
Are these the Chataverse Genesis NFT avatars, or these are the caps for accessing? Are
Yes,
these two
these are the
different
caps.
things?
Yeah, these are two different things. So this is a
Tell me a
cap,
little
right?
bit about the NFT collection and
Yeah. So basically, you mentioned that the NFT, like the Genesis avatar. What we imagine is we can have like each person can have their own personal avatar in the app that is able to mint. And all these things, like you see, like the alpha access cap is a wearable, right? So later on, it can be weared onto the avatar, right? So we do have like some passes. We will have some like other stuff like cool wearables. So in the future, when you mint your Genesis NFT, you can put them on your your NFT and kind of display to the other. Let's see, oh, I'm the person who were in their early game, right? I was an alpha access cap holder. You have that weird on. So, because like essentially, like when you social, you want to display something. So, yeah, that's how we
so
tackle.
the metadata of the NFT will be updated through you and will display the cap eventually.
Yes. Yes.
Where do people can where can people learn more about the NFT? Where can they buy it? How does it work?
Yeah, so we'll keep updating about it in on our website. If you click on docs, there's a certain section explaining the NFTs. But what we focus right now is to launch the product and kind of honing the features. Once we know that we have reached the product market fit where people really likes our app, we'll start to release the NFT collection and gain more traction.
And are you going to use this NFT collection as some kind of loyalty program, subscription program? Is it going? Are there going to be benefits?
Yeah.
I assume to people that hold it. There's a little bit
Yeah.
of alpha here that we're extracting.
It's a little bit far, but we have that in mind. Almost like Discord Nitro, right? If you hold certain NFTs of ours, definitely there's certain features you can unlock or certain things that you can do with that NFT. Yeah.
Pretty cool, pretty cool. Uh, so we don't have any rough idea of when the mint is going to happen for people to know. They should just follow social media, Twitter,
Yeah.
and check the website. Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
Are you planning on issuing some coin also? Does your application also support coins and tokens, combinations of NFTs and tokens as well?
Yeah. So to answer the first question, we haven't
Yeah, were
set
two
up the
questions in one, right?
yes. Yeah, we haven't set up the tokenomics yet because we do not want to use tokens as the primary way to incentivize people to use the app, right? Because like if we just say, oh, you do this and do that and you earn certain tokens, I think people come for the tokens instead of really using the app. So I think we are still exploring our ways and to see what's the best way, like best mechanism to add tokenomics if we need one, right? And we don't want that to diverge the value proposition of our app. So that's the first part. And for the second part, we currently just mainly support NFTs, but essentially it's just a difference between ERC20 or ERC 721. So we can definitely add that in once there are more requests to see like actually ERC20 token gated communities. We will be able to support that in the future. Yeah.
Yeah, nice, nice, nice. And another question that I forgot to ask regarding the actual NFT gated communities. Can you also read the traits of NFTs and create sub communities? Let's say I own the NFT with the police hat, and we have all
Yes.
the police people, so we can also read the specific metadata of that trait, and which is yeah very convenient, beautiful. Shout
Yes.
out to the Sombrero Club in the monkeys. Yeah, cool
Yeah.
stuff.
We.
And
Mhm.
what about DAOs and the Chataverse DAO? How is the are you, do you have any plans on the actual project having some kind of DAO structure? as it is the trend at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, the way we operate right now, although we don't call ourselves a DAO, because we don't have like the tokenomics around it, but we are like very, very open to to everyone who is willing to participate and engage. So if you onboard on our app, if you have that alpha access cap, you will see in the channel, their feedback channel, and there are people around there just constantly giving us feedback on where to improve, right? So I think we are like building this app not exactly just on our own, but also mainly like taking the feedback from others, right? And of course, we'll like incentivize more of those action in the future and turns it like a DAO environment.
No, I like that, and I think sometimes staying away from the DAO structure in order to move faster and be a little bit more focused and have someone be accountable for the decisions and it's
Yep.
important, at least in the beginning, and
Yeah.
later on we can decentralize and let it see it
Mhm.
grow without us. So yeah, I think you've answered all my questions regarding the awesome stuff you're building. I got a question about how has it been with the Dean's List group and the service subDAO that is actually providing feedback to hackathon qualifiers. How
Yeah.
has it
I would
been
have to
helpful?
say,
Have they have we done anything?
yeah, I would have to say the Dean list now is we have the most comprehensive user feedback from this community, right? We have received like pages of content, like telling us, oh, where's the bug and where should we improve on. So that is like super super helpful to us, and there were many people like very engaged in the app, like saying GM and like giving us feedback, and also turning them also like into a Google Doc and just organizing everything for. Oh, you did it.
Yeah, same jam. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, the
Jam
GM.
is
Oh,
our
yeah.
specialty here.
Oh, I like it. I really like it. Yeah, so Dean is definitely really, really helpful and really appreciate you guys for helping us out.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for the good words. Are you planning on being taking part on any hacker house around the world? Is there a place where we can come meet you and vibe together?
Yes, we will be going to East Denver, and we will be releasing more information about a potential after party that we will co-host. So we'll be releasing that information on Twitter. Just make sure to follow it.
Beautiful, beautiful. Tell me the handle. Although of course we will have all the information on the description underneath and all the links required. So yeah, you can go check it there.
Yeah, for sure. The handle is just our name, Chataverse. You can search it up.
Any shout outs? Any cool teams that you've been actually working with? Any cool devs? Any cool people out there? I think now it's the time for for the shout out.
Yeah, I mean, like honestly, I would just want to shout out to you guys, right? Because yeah, so like our team, like they were asking, oh, who are these guys? Like they give us so much feedback, right? And the other users, like they would give us like sentences, but you guys give me like it's like essays about like what to improve. So like deeply appreciate again, like really want to shout out to you guys.
Yeah, thanks a lot. It's nice because the group is a really like power users of dApps that
Right.
have
Mhm.
gotten their hands dirty multiple times. They've done deep dives. Another last question that I see came from the community as well is Solana is actually doing a huge push with the Saga phone and the dApp store.
Yeah.
Are you planning on being part of it? Are you gonna be with the releasing dApps?
Yes, definitely. When we finished the hackathon, I think we did connect with one of the team member from Solana Mobile. I think there was a application for being a dApp on the Saga phone, right? So we'll make sure that like if they like accepted our application, we definitely want to be on the phone because we are a D app and a Web3 native social app. So it makes total sense to be on there. Just yeah, hope for their support.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Leo, I think you've answered all my questions, and I see on my notes here that all the points that the community had asked me to cover have been covered. I think we've
Great.
had an awesome in-depth conversation, and I'm gonna be looking around of what's on what's coming. I'm pretty bullish.
Yeah, awesome. I really enjoyed the conversation. And feel free to connect with me on Chataverse. You can always DM me, find me there.
We'll definitely do, and I hope we can do the follow-up chat video call maybe in a year on some integrated video chat within the Chataverse
We'll make
instead
it
of
happen.
Discord. Let's do it.
We'll
Let's
make it
do it.
happen. Let's do it. Yeah.
Thanks a lot, man. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
I'll stop the recording now.